them are more than pals.
Our show can be a little gay,
But if you're not, that's okay. You can listen and have fun either way. Xena, Star Wars, Doctor Who, guests and music and reviews. Game of Thrones, Winona too. We promise there's something for you. She nerds out. We're girls that like dirty things. Dirty things.
Hello and welcome to the She Nerds Out podcast. I'm Kat.
I'm Wendy.
And I'm Tara.
On today's episode, guys, our mail sack runneth over.
That's a nice way to put it, as opposed to some of the other terms we've used in the past.
That we're not allowed to use anymore.
Trying to be respectful.
Mm-hmm.
We're also going to get caught up on Boba Fett, episode 3.
Wow.
And Tara's got some Grey's Anatomy news. But first, Wendy, will you please tell us what day it is?
Well, since you asked nicely, so I already forewarned Tara about this one, because today is a very big day. It's National Winnie the Pooh Day, Tara. She loves Pooh. She visited Pooh's home in England.
I did.
Where Pooh
I went
was
to the
born.
actual 100-acre wood. In fact, behind me, let me move my mic over a little bit.
Where?
That's the wrong way. Right here. Right here. No, which I can't.
I don't know what you're pointing at.
There, I even have 100 acre.
Oh,
You're pointing at two places.
I'm really trying to point at the thing and I can't do it.
I would love to see you
There.
try to do the weather on a
There.
news.
Okay. Oh, I see it.
100-acre wood.
Very good.
Yeah.
That's cute.
I've got a lot of Pooh stuff back here. Oh, and here isn't.
He's got a lot of
another
Pooh.
little sign, and I
Pooh.
literally
There's Pooh everywhere.
It's a Pooh little
Yeah.
mantra that says you're smarter than you're
You
braver
look?
than you believe.
Aw.
Smarter than
You're smarter than you look.
Of course, Wendy
Yikes.
has to put a mean spin to it.
Pooh's got a bit of an attitude.
Boy,
That's so cute.
Wendy's more of an Eeyore, but Eeyore
I am
would
an
never
Eeyore.
ever say something like that. Actually,
Oh,
Ah,
I'm
can you imagine-
Pooh's great. I love Pooh.
It'd be great if Eeyore was a little bitchy.
He's just sad.
Yeah.
But his friends love him anyway.
Yeah.
No, he's
Rabbit's
depressed.
kind of a little bitch.
Oh, come on now. Well, happy National Winnie the Pooh Day.
Thank you.
Tomorrow's National Popcorn Day.
Oh, that's fun.
I always love a good bit of popcorn.
Yeah.
Followed by National Cheese Lovers Day.
Oh my God, that's my day.
Who doesn't love cheese? Well, some people can't eat cheese or don't want to eat cheese, and so they can celebrate the next day for Granola Bar Day. Which also,
so sad. That
it's
is
a
so
great
sad.
day because it's also Hugging Day, which maybe you shouldn't do right now unless it's somebody you're already knowing that they're not sick. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Petting
Don't
with.
spread germs days. Or it's also Squirrel Appreciation Day on the 21st. So
I love
appreciate
squirrels.
those squirrels. They're very cute.
Don't try to hug them though.
Do not. We have squirrels in our backyard. They're very cute. We call them Laverne and Shirley. They're there just
Oh.
run and play all day. But what I don't like is that they go after our oranges. We have an orange tree, guys. You would know that if you'd ever come over.
I wouldn't know.
I've been there. Didn't know it's the Orange Street.
So they go after the oranges, and I have a love-hate relationship with Laverne and Shirley.
Okay. Do they have the
Yeah.
little bench that you put out there for them?
Not in this house. The old house, we had the bench, and I had a
Okay.
little camera set up so you could watch the squirrels.
Cute. Well, let me throw one more out there real quick just for
Okay.
you, Tara. Because on the 24th is Beer Can Appreciation Day. And I know you appreciate a good beer can.
I do.
And I'm just talking about like the labels, the art that goes
That's
into
so
the beer.
cool. What a
I
great
do.
idea.
I really
Yeah.
do appreciate beer cans. In fact, I will just buy a certain beer because I think the can is,
Cool
has
can.
good art on it.
Have you been to the Circus Liquor, Tara? In North
I
Hollywood?
have
Been in the beer fridge in the back.
Yes, the cave in the back. Yeah.
So
the Circus
good.
Liquor featured in
That's right.
Clueless, 1995's Clueless, where
Really?
Cher gets robbed.
Mugged.
Mugged. Yeah.
So good. Very
In
funny.
the
We always-
parking lot. It's a real place. You can really go there, and they have a great craft beer selection.
Oh, it's go for the Clueless, stay for the beer. Whenever we have people from out of town, we will take them there.
Yep.
Like, hey, remember when Claire got mugged in the valley, and everyone talks about how scary the valley is? Yeah, that's 5 minutes from my house.
Yeah. North
Is it really?
Hollywood. Oh, yeah.
I need to look that up.
Have you
Yeah.
never been? Oh, yeah. I don't think. Yeah. Well, I'll take it by the
Oh,
circle. You know where
we
it's
gotta
by?
go field trip.
Well, for formerly Moonshadow. That's where it's by. Now called The Bar.
Yeah.
Or no, what is it called?
The Other Door.
The Other Door.
Yeah. Oh, that does look a little seedy.
Well,
hey, come on.
I know.
I'm sure I will
always be Moonshadow, one of the last
always.
lesbian bars that now none of them exist in Los Angeles,
Seriously,
which is ridiculous.
There are no lesbian bars in LA.
Makes me mad.
That's crazy.
I saw an article just this morning, one of those like on Yahoo, and this is Tara, by the way, and if you're wondering out there, and the article was, I went to 3 lesbian bars in New York, and I had the best night ever. The vibes were awesome. Here's my comparison of the 3 lesbian bars I went to in New York. I'm like, what the fuck? You get to compare 3 lesbian bars in New York? What is that like?
Yeah, what is that
We
like?
don't even have one in Los Angeles.
Back in the old days, there was at least 3 that you could go to in LA.
Yeah.
And then
Now
there was
they
one
have
that was just a night. There was, Girl Bar was one fucking night.
Right.
Stupid.
And now they'll have like nights around. You have to kind of they're like rotating around. But you got to know. You got to know where they're going to be at. It's like, you can't make that one night. You're screwed. That's your one day.
Exactly.
It's like, if you're just not in the mood that night, you better... and you're done. You got to wait a month.
I don't get it.
And you better be willing to drive, 40 miles to wherever it is.
It's spread out.
Right.
Are there any
one
lesbian
time
bars?
it's in downtown, one time it's in the valley, one time it's in Long Beach. So you never know where you're going to have to drive.
Gas up the car.
Right.
Are there lesbian bars in Long Beach?
No, there's not a lesbian bar. There's gay bars that, again, have lesbian nights. Right.
It's a travesty.
Yeah.
By the way, Kat, before we move on,
yes,
in case you want to feel like you're being spied upon,
please.
I'll just let you know, because I just now Googled Circus Liquor and looked it up on the map.
Yeah, am I there?
Well, interestingly enough, and this is not your current residence, but there's a little marker that says Kat and Leah's house on the Google map.
That's probably because
I guess I've looked it up before, but
no, I think that's because I'm logged in. Maybe on
it must be. Yeah,
at one
Google
point
must
I've
have
probably
saved
logged
it,
and I have saved Kat and Leah's old. Well, you know what? It's only their old house because I've never been to their new house. As you know, I don't even know what their address is, so I wouldn't even know.
Wow.
Thanks.
So it's only their old address.
Wendy, thanks for bringing that up.
Sure, I didn't know it was going to open that can of worms. And why are you logged into my Google?
Actually, you're logged into my Google, so
don't know.
Let's just.
Although
I know you can answer that question.
Now we're all mad at each other.
I will say occasionally when I'm buying something, it will pop up. Do you want to use one of these credit cards? And they're both Tara's, and I'm always tempted to say, "Sure, use that one."
Oh shit!
Since you're giving me the option.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I used your computer for something, and I did have to log into Google, and it does autofill. Well, maybe I should log out.
I noticed after you came over that time, I started getting a lot of porn ads popping up.
Oh boy!
Well, I hope they're good ones. Well, decent.
Well, anyway, I think, does that qualify as a rant, the no lesbian bars? Because I can rant about that all day.
I think it did.
I agree. I think maybe it was like a co-rant.
A co-rant. Yeah. It's despicable.
It's bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck no lesbian bars in LA.
Who do we yell? Who do we write a letter to?
I don't know. Does it mean we start our own bar?
How do we run a bar, Kat?
I have no. I'll Google it.
How do we start it?
Google it with Tara's Chrome.
Okay. I'm going to Google all sorts of things with Tara.
How much fun would we have if we ran a goddamn bar?
Oh, we could do our podcast from there.
It could be a sci-fi bar.
And
we
then,
could have. Oh my God. It could
Xena's just playing 24/7.
Yes.
We could call it a tavern.
We could. Yes, and we could have like make new friends night, and you could come there. Oh yeah, they used to do that at Moonshadow. Isn't that fun? Like that Thursday nights, where like come there and like you could just know that it was like be there to make new friends.
Right, come friendly because you're going to meet somebody.
Be friendly. That's right.
I like it.
Sounds awkward.
Well, that's the point. You show up and you know it's going to be a little awkward, but everyone's on the same page, and you know what? It worked.
Is it like the high school dances where the girls and boys stand on opposite sides of the room and kind of look at each other and nobody wants to dance and make the first move? Like all these women just stand around like, I don't know.
Just like that, yeah.
But it was
their
a
clicks
friendly,
anyway.
Open place. Everyone was welcome.
Yeah, it's true.
It wasn't just lesbians. It was everyone,
Everyone welcome.
Everyone welcome.
Just like
it could be a cool sign. from Winona that very special friends would send to, and you want to
with
you
no
to open in front
judgment
of
or
them,
no expectations, just a
and
gift.
maybe for you to invite them to your house.
I wonder if the pod court verdict and you not coming over are related. Anyway,
wow.
well, they are certainly not. Look, I've invited you over, and then I've rescinded that invitation
Twice.
It's COVID, man, and I was sick. I was sick. I don't want to get you guys sick. I don't want to get Mama Woody sick. So help me God if I got Mama Woody sick.
Yeah, that would have been
I'd never forgive
bad
myself.
play. Mama Woody, who now's texting friends
Oh,
with
it's
Kat.
so cute. She texted me.
Tara, she texted both of y'all.
Well, she let me know she got home safely.
Oh my goodness.
It was really nice to meet me.
Did she think she was texting me? Oh.
No, she knew who it was. And then we told each other how much we are big fans of you, Wendy.
Mm-hmm.
It was very sweet.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes.
She's a nice lady, my mother.
Of course she is. All right. Well, thanks everybody for listening.
Yeah, that's our show for today.
Longest
Come to our
intro
bar.
ever. Yeah.
What were we talking
bar?
Well, let's think. Well, let's think about
I
a
wish we
name.
knew how to run a bar or open a bar or get money for that bar.
Listen, I've heard, opening a restaurant or bar is like super easy.
I have friends who did it,
I heard the first year is the
Dallas.
easiest.
Oh yeah, you're just raking in the money.
especially in this town where it's cheap to rent space.
That's right.
Oh yeah. I wonder. Listeners should tell us what we should call our bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be so
What to
much
name
fun.
the bar?
Oh, guys, we would have such a good time.
How about we name it Only Lesbian Bar?
In LA.
The lesbian bar.
Only Queer Bar.
Okay. This is serious. We got to take a trip. Pack your bags. We're going to the correction cabin.
Where's
All
that?
right. Well, it's somewhere
Painful.
cold and dark
In Canada?
and shameful. No, not in Canada. Let's not throw shade.
Okay. Wait,
We
does it only air in Canada though?
well, this cabin does as well. Okay, so we were talking last week about Snoppy award-winning Caprell. She had a new movie out. It has aired since we talked about it, and we were like, "Hey, it's Hallmark. It's great. She's the queen of Hallmark. Everybody." And then turns out, guys,
Can't wait to watch it on Hallmark.
turns out, no, it's not on Hallmark. It's on something called Super Channel.
Super Channel.
Super Channel. And it's a Canadian only channel. So we were wrong, and we're coming to you live from the cabin, the correction cabin. So sorry about that, guys. I'm sure for people were very upset with us.
I'm so sorry if you looked around Hallmark and said, "Where is this movie?"
Misinformation. So there you go. But I think she had filmed she has filmed a Hallmark movie that has yet to air.
Okay. Well, didn't someone put a picture up that like Main Street in her cabin movie was the same Main Street as Godwink?
Oh,
so
Anne.
share resources. Was it Anne that put that up?
It was. So last night, this is Sunday morning. We're recording the podcast. Anne, friend, Snoppy winner, Anne Hicks Bleecker, and Laura, who's from the Top 5 podcast, who's been on this podcast as well. Not a Snoppy winner, though. Sorry, Laura.
Sorry.
They did a live chat with Kat, cat chat, after the airing of the Cabin Connection movie, and it was delightful. Kat stayed on for like an hour. It was great. It was a lot of fun. And they talked about air fryers and...
Hey, tell us something. She doesn't like them? I have an air
She's not a
fryer.
fan. Talk about a rant. If she'd done it on this podcast, she would have been nominated for Best Rant of the year. She ranted about how stupid air fryers are.
Wow.
Laura disagrees, and Anne was on team.
Was it a fight?
It was sort of a fight. It was tense. It was some tense moments.
Wow.
Anyway, so that's it. So do we stay in the cabin, in the correction cabin, or can we leave now that we've corrected our mistake?
Once you leave, you can. I mean, a cabin sounds nice. Whereas, if it's a nice cabin, sitting there, but
it's not great. It's a little run down
cabin.
Dark. There's no power.
There's a reason you don't want to stay there.
That's it.
You don't want to keep screwing up,
No, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a good
Alright.
place to be.
There's no fun.
Like cabin in
no
the woods,
beer
cabin,
or like s'mores or
or-
anything.
No,
Scary
there's no puzzles.
cabin.
There's no puzzles.
Yeah,
No.
let's go then.
There's no cozy
Puzzles.
blankets.
We should leave.
Let's get out of here.
We've done our time.
Wendy,
So-
do you have something to share with
Here's
class?
Yes, I do. Okay, so I've been sort of dismayed. I feel like I haven't done enough of watching new shows. You know what I've been doing? Lying on the couch like a potato, watching Law and Order reruns all the time, and because they're very addicting and they're soothing, and I can go to sleep to them at night.
Sure.
But I thought I need to watch some new stories, watch some new things to get excited about. So there's a show I'm going to start watching. Before I get to that, Kat, I do have to ask you, because you grew up in my generation, and
Mhm.
have you? And if you've heard of this movie, feel free to just edit this out. Did you watch back in the day the Banana Splits?
No.
That goofy Hanna-Barbera show where it's like creepy and costumed characters running around, la 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 la. It was very 70s creepy.
Was it like
It was a kids show.
What's the other?
I think it was
creepy-
actually 68 to 70, and then they syndicated and reran it.
Got it. What about
But-
like? Is that like Hufflepuff? What is it?
Yeah, the
Mr.
same
Hufflepuff?
group that did like all
Okay.
the HR Huff and Puff and
Got
stuff,
it.
and
Okay.
everything felt like people on drugs did it. Well,
Because they were.
I
on
was
drugs.
flipping around TV at work the other day on a break, and I came across Sci-Fi. Did you know that they actually made, if you don't know the characters, then you might not have paid attention. There was a Banana Splits movie in 2019. Did you know of
Okay.
this? Where the characters kill people? Like kids go to the taping of a Banana Splits show, and then the Banana Splits characters, the actual
Oh,
ones,
no.
like start killing people in front
Oh
of the children.
no!
All this.
That's
Well, guess who
amazing.
the lead actress was in this? Which is another reason I took note.
Who?
Danny Kind.
Amazing.
Danny Kind was the lead actress
That's
of
fantastic.
the
Danny
Banana
fucking
Splits
Kind?
horror movie from Sci-Fi. I don't know if it was a Sci-Fi movie or they're just airing it, but yes, Danny Kind was the lead in this scary, creepy
Oh,
Hanna-Barbera based Banana Splits killer movie. I did not know that was a thing. So, and then of course I was talking about with a coworker. We looked at the intro. I'm like, yeah, that was kind of creepy 70s kind of thing. So anyway,
Yeah.
so for those of you of a certain age, if you watch Banana Splits, and if you like Danny Kind from Winona Earp,
Who
well,
doesn't?
check out the Banana Splits
Well, and
horror
those-
movie.
Those TV shows from the 70s, Tara, you would not like. They're giant. They're basically like giant puppets, essentially.
No, no,
that
thank
would
you.
give you nightmares.
Yeah,
They're, I don't know what the people are on when they made those, but there was some
I mean, I can
creepy
guess.
stuff. Well, that's true. That's true. But I watched them. That's probably explains a lot. So my actual TV announcement of what I want to watch, because I've seen so many things. Like, first of all, I've seen Yellow Jackets talked about, and I was
Yeah.
thinking, okay, maybe I'll check that out. And then I realized it's on Showtime, and I don't have Showtime. So I'm asking the people who've seen it, is it worth signing up for a 30-day trial, Showtime, to watch Yellow Jackets? And I know it's got a season 2. I think Tara told me it's got a season 2 coming. But it's got, was it Melanie Liskey or whatever her name is? It's got Christina Ricci, Juliette Lewis. I mean, it's got some good people in there. So I was just curious, is it worth jumping into Yellow Jackets? I'm putting that question out there.
Seems like it.
So, but the show that I decided, I watched part of the first episode last night, and I got kind of bored by the main guy, but
no.
I mean, it's kind of got a tone. I thought maybe it's going to be good. I started fast forwarding Station 11.
Oh, I've heard so much about it.
Station 11. And so I was like, no, maybe I won't watch it, blah, blah, blah. So I went to bed. And then this morning I Googled it because I kept seeing the picture from the poster and I didn't pay much attention, but then realized that's Mackenzie Davis, aka Black
Oh,
Mirror,
yes.
San Junipero.
I knew that she was
Terminator,
in this. I forgot.
And Mackenzie Davis is awesome. I really like Mackenzie Davis. And then I started looking at Rotten Tomatoes at the reviews, and the reviews I saw sounded like, here's one that said, this isn't even close. Station 11 is the best new TV show of the year. It's haunting, gorgeously made, heartfelt, an end-of-the-world vision that lifts you up as much as it gives you nightmares.
Okay.
And it's got 98% positive on Rotten Tomatoes. And I think one review even kind of compared it to possibly The Leftovers. I can't tell if that's what it's referring to. But the reviews were fantastic. And I just decided with this and it's got Enrico Colantoni, however you say his name, aka from Person of Interest, Elias, who's in, Veronica Mars. He's done all the things. He's great.
Oh, yeah.
Lori Petty from back in the League
Lori
of Their Own
Petty's
Day.
in this?
Uh-huh.
Oh, good for her.
Yeah. So the more I look at the cast, the more the fact that Mackenzie Davis is in it, I thought it sounds kind of like a moody, dramatic, end of the world type of thing.
Sure.
I'll give it another shot. I'll go back in and try it.
I will try with you, Wendy. I think Leah would like now that Leah is more open to kind of like genre-y type stuff. I think this could be our next show that we start watching together.
Well, I feel like genre now, it's sort of a different vibe than genre in the day, where genre doesn't mean superheroes or like sci-fi alien kind of stuff. I mean, this is sort of like, this is post-apocalyptic,
Yeah, exactly.
right? Not cheesy.
Yeah,
Good drama
I think it's good production value.
Set around like sort of extraordinary circumstances or genre type setting for like The Leftovers. Randomly 2% of the people disappear, but it covers some of that. It's got some weirdness, but it also covers a lot of like how people deal with it. So it's just good drama set around. And this is my favorite thing right now. It's a good dramatic show, but set around like some sort of sci-fi-ish backdrop,
But I will say this. I've heard that Station 11 it's about a pandemic.
Right. And that may turn people off.
Some people are like, I don't need to see this. I'm living this. And then you see like it gets, it's obviously much worse than what we're going through. So it's like kind of it could
at this point anyway.
It could be a little depressing for people. I think that's what's turning some people off, but I will definitely give it a shot. It's good. Everyone's talking about it. Everybody loves this show.
See, and I've heard some about it, not as much, I guess, as I've heard people referring to Yellow Jackets, but I mean, I've heard comments about it, but not anything that really tipped me off until just right now. And I was flipping around. I was looking at HBO, Hulu, different things, Prime. Like, is there anything I want to try to watch? And then I saw this, and I thought I'd heard of it. So we'll see. So I'm gonna, go back in and see how it goes. I don't even know how many episodes are out right now. I don't know how many there's supposed to be, but I mean, Mackenzie Davis is the one that said, "Yeah, okay, she's in it. I'll give it a shot."
You're in,
and Enrico, and just the whole good reviews. So.
All right.
Anybody watching, let us know because we're gonna dive in.
I don't think anybody's mentioned that yet.
I don't think so, and I have no idea if there's like any sort of gayness. I don't know. I don't know anything.
I feel like it was mentioned.
Was it?
Oh, really?
I feel like it was. I'm going to say that it was.
Okay.
So that you guys look bad and I look good because I'm pretty sure that someone did mention Station 11 and I can't remember who it was.
Okay.
I'm going back to see.
Are you thinking of Station 19?
No, I'm not. I am not.
Which one was Station 19?
Though someone had that, yes,
that someone is definitely a great spinoff.
That one definitely, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Station 11.
Very different shows.
I'm looking. I'm googling. I don't see anything referring. Maybe they did. I don't know. Either way, if you did mention it, I apologize, or I don't apologize. I thank you for putting it in my brain.
I don't think it was really.
It wasn't
the detail expanded on.
Yeah, it was just mentioned, perhaps.
Yeah, mentioned.
Well, hey, this is a great segue.
Yeah,
guys, this week our mail sack is so big.
Oh, stop!
It is. This is one of the biggest mail sacks we've had in a long time. I think we should jump into it.
All right,
let's go.
Let's
do it.
I think I'm first. I got one from Kelly.
Okay.
I'm going to read it.
Okay.
Great idea.
You can't stop me.
I don't want to.
All right. Kelly says, "Hey, Snoppers and Snoplings. Happy New Year. Let's hope you're entering the final season of COVID. Kat, thanks for taking the time to read the email. I listen to the podcast when I'm either driving to or from work. More often than not, I listen when I'm driving home because y'all make me laugh and I usually need to laugh. And I just wanted to respond to Wendy and Tara's comments. However, before we get into it, I feel the need to go on record about something. Yes, I can tell Wendy and Tara apart when they are speaking. Now that is out of the way, on to the email. Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you, Kelly.
I feel seen and heard.
So before we dive into the rest of this email, if you remember, Kelly sent us a Supercorp email. Mm-hmm. I had forgotten to read it. It was like 3 weeks or so.
Yeah.
Maybe a month passed. Kelly works in a hospital.
Uh-huh.
And so she does need a laugh every now and then. So happy that we can provide that. Okay, go.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Wendy, I agree with your statements about behind the scenes conversations. However, to slightly counter that point / add another layer, both Kyler and Azzy had said they had to fight for more dance and screen time throughout the final seasons. Sure, I ship Supercorp, applies clown makeup, but Danson should have been treated way better than they were and given way more screen time. Representation matters, and with 2 other extremely queer shows on that same network ran by the same production team, why the resistance to canonizing Supercorp while limiting the actual screen time of the confirmed queer couple? Obviously, I'm speculating about this because we don't know the conversations that may or may not have happened, but with Azzy and Kyler's statements, we can make educated guesses. Another layer to this whole canon conversation would be the cast interviews at San Diego Comic-Con. You have Katie leaning into the conversation about queer characters / representation / how she somehow ends up playing queer characters. Fun fact, it was Melissa who initially ended up pointing out the flirty acting choices to Katie. I don't think that was said at San Diego Comic-Con. It may have been said at behind the scenes interview. I honestly don't remember. Wendy, I did listen to the interview with Steven. I loved it. I learned quite a bit, and I hope he is back on a future episode or episodes. My overtired hospital brain was trying to make a point with the Xena / Gabrielle comment, but I did do a good job of conveying my thoughts. But yes, I do agree with your comments / recap of what Steven had said regarding Xena and Gabrielle. I still find it interesting that Lucy and Renee couldn't be shown in the opening credits together because it would have sent the quote wrong message. That is just mind-boggling to me. Tara, hello. That's me. I think you had said something along the lines about me wanting to rethink my convos with Kat because of the delayed email reading. I don't completely remember how it went because of the exhausted hospital brain. I see your comments and I raise you no and double down on Kat's side for Podcourt. Really?
Oh, Kelly, I love you.
Is
Kelly.
that how that works? I don't play cards. Too much math. Anyway, I say this because, like Kat, I moved during the pandemic twice. Cross country for a job, then back home. It was a thing. 10-10, do not recommend. Moving is stressful. Moving during a pandemic, even worse. So, Team Cat. However,
how dare you, Tara?
I do come with a peace offering. Below, I have attached photos of my dogs, Bruin, a pit bull, and Indiana, a shepherd.
Aw, hi, baby.
Yes, I named the dog Indiana because I have a lot of fond memories and hopefully many more to come with that dog.
Aw.
Thanks for reading
That's
and
great.
doing what y'all are doing, Kelly. Thank you, Kelly. And attached, we have adorable pupper pictures. Indiana. Oh, my goodness.
Indiana and
Bruin.
Bruin.
Brown and dog. Oh, brown and
One's
black.
wearing a
so
little
cute.
sweater, it looks
And
like. They're trying to blow it up bigger.
Oh, my goodness. Yes, sweet Bruin and a little cute little sweater.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
Cute.
white pupper. So cute. Looks
Thank you for
very
your-
cozy.
Thank you for your support, Kelly. Appreciate it.
You know,
Thank
I
you, Kelly.
concur, though, that's annoying that Danson, like, hey, here's your queer couple. You're barely going to see them, but look,
Right.
we made a thing. Yeah, it's like if you're going to make them
Yeah.
a couple, make them a story, then give them their due. Give them their
Yeah.
time to tell that story and get to know those characters as opposed to just, hey, we gave you this and it's only going to be on the screen for like 5% of each episode, if
But
that,
you should be happy with it. You should be
right.
happy with
Hey,
what
we
you
gave
did.
it to you. But yeah, if you're not going to treat it as well as you treat some, give it the time that it serves, then you're just, now that's just to me throwing it out there, like throwing people a bone. Like, we gave you this. You should be happy.
Yep.
So,
Cool.
and it is mind boggling
Backs.
about Lucy and Renee and Xena and the intro. Well, we can't even put them together in the intro. That's just
No,
crazy.
they-
It shows
they
how
could-
far we've come.
They could be in a bathtub together, but you
Right.
can't show them together in the opening.
Well, and it
credits.
shows, either different people looking at different things management wise, or just like, hey, to start with that, but then got what we got later. You
Right.
know, it
That's
was,
true.
Mhm.
That's
They
interesting.
did some good things given how they, where they began. So,
Sure. I have an email.
Oh.
It's
Mhm.
from Mara.
Mhm.
And Mara says,
hi, Mara.
Boba Fett. Yay. Hi, Snot folks. So glad you are liking the book of Boba Fett. Boba, not Bubba. Boba Fett. I'm
Bobby
working
Fett.
on that. I'm working Bobby. I like Bobby better. Hey, Bobby. I'm really enjoying it. I have seen some things online. Oh God, here we go. And talked to a few people who think it is too slow, but that is what I like. I love world building in shows and movies, and this is just a whole bunch of world building. It is great. I am excited to see how Bobby gets from hanging out with sand people to the current timeline in the show. And we'll be talking about this a little later.
We
in the
will.
podcast. You asked about how fanboys are You asked about how fanboys your age are reacting to the show and this characterization of Bobby Fett. While I can't speak for fanboys in general, I do know that my husband, who was 5 when the first film came out and is a big Star Wars fan, is liking the show a lot. He loves the first 3 films, does not enjoy the prequels. He said he does not care about trade deals. It was like watching C-SPAN. That's a good way to sum those movies up. And is fine with the last 3. He also loves Rogue One and The Mandalorian. He was never a huge Bobby Fett fan. He is Darth Vader all the way.
Just for the record, she actually did type the correct name. Kat is just interpreting that to be
just
Bobby.
like Bobby Fett better. But when Boba popped up in The Mandalorian, he was excited. He does not think Boba is too soft or goofy. He just likes that they are filling out the character. We both liked the first 2 episodes and are excited for the rest of the season, for The Mandalorian, a return, and the Obi-Wan show. Me a bit more than him on that one. Interesting.
Yeah, let me just tell you, Snop is going to lose its minds when that trailer comes out.
It's gonna be a good day.
Yeah.
I once heard someone say that the only people more harsh on Star Wars films and now TV shows than critics were the actual fans. That's so true. Sometimes I just want to yell, "Stop complaining and enjoy it. If you don't like it, don't watch." Sorry, small rant. Nicely done, Mara.
I concur.
Anyway, sorry for the long email. Keep up all the great work, and I am excited for all this amazing Star Wars content in the future. Are you guys going to try the hella expensive Star Wars hotel at Disney when it opens? If you do, I will be looking forward to the details, Mara. Thanks, Mara. I mean, we've talked about it. It's been a plan since day one, and now I don't know.
I want to see the initial reviews from people that do it.
Yeah, let's just wait. Let's wait to see what happens.
This is Tara, and we're waiting to see if they redesign the cabin so that 2 of us don't have to cram into the tiny little children's nooks.
Little child
sleep in.
Not saying I won't.
Yeah,
but I would probably fall out. No,
be a little tight for me.
I mean,
I'm a large person.
Sleep in the fetal position all night. Yeah.
By the way, we will be talking more Boba Fett later on in the show. For sure.
We could just look. There's only one bed, guys. We could just all snuggle.
Hey, if it
head to
gets
foot,
us there,
head to foot.
Yeah, and saves us money, I'll sleep with whatever. We'll cram all of us in there. I'll take the floor. I don't care. I just want to see a little bit more about what's going on there. What's it like? Is it worth the thousands of dollars you have to put into it to do it?
Yeah,
so.
Let's let other people test it out first.
Or do we want to invest that in our lesbian bar?
I don't know. Good question.
Star Wars nerd
Choices.
lesbian bar.
Choices, guys. Choices.
Create our own Star Wars experience.
Be much. Well, I think we'd save money just going to the Star Wars at Disney.
Experience. Why does that sound weird?
I don't know.
Experience. It's like for some reason it reminds me of like squeezing and like squirting,
squirting,
squishing, squeer. Yeah, squirt. There's a lot of things to unpack in there.
All right,
would be a draw. I don't know.
Maybe people are into that. I don't know. Yeah, good point.
Could be there. People probably anything you could think of, somebody's into somewhere.
That's true.
That's for better or for worse.
100% true.
Moving around in the mail sack. Let's pull out this piece of mail from Martina. Burrowing in the mail sack. Martina says, "Hey guys, thank you so much for allowing me to stay in the Snopling family. Listening to your podcast is the highlight of my week. Please don't ever stop. Seriously, it's the best." Well, unless Kat fires us, we'll still be here every week.
No. There's no firing.
He's the boss. Have you seen the movie Under the Christmas Tree? If yes, please tell me how it ends. My partner tried to get me to watch it, but I nearly fell into a boredom-induced coma.
Oh no.
We ended up watching The Matrix Resurrections instead, which was awesome, which I've yet to see. All I know is that it's the story of two women, Alma and Charlie, who meet in a small town and possibly fall in love. Alma. I live near a street named Alma in Texas, so I'm going with Alma. Alma owns the town's Christmas shop and keeps a massive Christmas tree in her backyard. Charlie wants to chop it down and abduct it for some reason. The suspense is killing me. Will the tree survive? Please help. Would you also be so kind as to clarify the address of your P.O. box? Many thanks. Longingly waiting for your next episode, Martina. P.S. Is it true that you're coming to this year's Z-Night retreat? If they're having one, I would say, well, at least go for the day. Like, I don't know what's going on with that. Or if there's tickets, is it happening?
It's as far as today goes, it's happening.
Okay.
I have not heard otherwise. And we should have Penny on. We should see.
Yeah,
we should get an update from Penny. But if we're invited, we'll go. We can't just show up. Like
we did last year. Or were we invited? Well, Tara and I, not last year, whatever year, Tara and I just went up for the day.
We were invited.
Penny was on the show and told us we could go.
You guys didn't just show up. No, we were invited. And
okay.
Yeah, and then she, remember?
She called security on us at first. And then we ran back around and we set up our equipment real fast.
Snuck it in.
And she didn't know we were there. We snuck
But
in some form, sure, we'll be there.
We were supposed to go last year, and we were going to be part of a panel. We were doing a thing, and then it got canceled.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. But no, I mean, as long as Penny will have us, we'll be there.
Yeah. We're at Penny's discretion.
Yeah, Penny's the boss
of all of us.
She should be, man. She's a boss lady.
I know. She gets things done.
And Martina, for you here,
Penny needs to run to get our bar going. She'll get our shit together for us.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
sure would.
Okay, we got to get Penny on.
We'll just stand there and sound
plan.
good. Yeah, she needs to do our business plan.
She'll love it. She doesn't have enough going on.
Yeah,
with her like
she can
kids.
Squeeze us in.
Yeah. All right. So our PO box number is PO box. Okay, send it to SNOP. SNOP. PO Box 6732, Burbank, California, 915. I think it's 91501.
Oh boy.
But at 91505.
They ask you to clarify.
90210.
No. Shush.
No, don't know. Okay, I'm working on this. Here's the thing.
That was Wendy.
I think I need to go back to the cabin, corrections cabin.
Yes,
I think I've given it out incorrectly in the past. I'm going to work on this. So at the end of the podcast, the correct PO box number will be announced. How's that for a tease? People are, I'm sure, are so excited.
Not the kind of tease we usually.
You know what? Forget it. This is it. Never mind. I'm standing by my guns. Here we go. One more time. SNOP, SNOP. P.O. Box 6732, Burbank, California, 91505.
Good job.
Boom.
Sure about that?
Yes.
Okay.
What
changed your mind?
I'm looking at a piece of mail that was actually sent and received to the P.O. Box. So,
oh, good. Okay.
So, it's legit.
All right. Hey, is that near your house? That you live at?
It's very close to. I mean,
okay,
yes,
cool. I mean, I wouldn't know.
Good Lord, just invite her over. By the way, I don't think any of us have seen Under the Christmas Tree, but you're not making me want to.
I haven't, but I kind of want to now.
Should we watch it just to see, so we can answer Martina's question about the tree?
Where
it's
is
on Lifetime.
It's on Lifetime.
Oh, okay.
So maybe we can on demand it or something. I don't know when it originally aired, but yeah, Lifetime. And Ricky Lake's in it.
Oh yeah,
that's the only person. Oh, and Elise Bauman.
Yeah, she plays one of the
the lovers.
One of the lovers. Yes.
All right.
You can watch it on Hulu.
Oh, all right then.
Great.
Maybe we'll solve your mystery for you, Martina. Did the tree live or die?
All right. Well, we got some beers.
Whoa!
From Maria. Maria bought us 5 beers.
Maria.
Oh no, don't get Wendy started.
Just met a girl named Maria.
Maria. Well, there you've been serenaded by Wendy.
And suddenly, okay.
Maria says, I love your show. Thank you for sharing it with us. Also, you should definitely have an LA hangout. Does that mean, Maria, that you're also in LA?
Awesome.
I do my best to get there. I do my best, but I'm super shy, introverted, but over there, yes, please. We'd be like at Moonshadow. We'd have the Thursday hangout night where all the introverted people will stand on either side of the way and we'll all take turns coming up to the middle. We'll do a fun icebreaker where we can all introduce ourselves.
You know what would be fun is that you invite introverts and extroverts, and the extroverts would go up to the introverts like, hi.
Oh, yeah.
Kat. It's nice to meet you. Like then, because you got to have someone to initiate that conversation.
Right.
Darn right you do. Otherwise, it takes years to be friends. So you got to have the extroverts. Trust me. The extroverts got to make it happen. Or the introverts, they'll just lollygag around. And a few years later, they're like, yeah, okay, we're friends now. That's how it works. Hey,
Maria, thanks for the beers.
Thanks, Maria.
Yeah, we'll maybe Penny can help us organize the LA hangout too.
I feel like if it wasn't for the state of the world in which we live right now, we would have done something like this by now.
Just pick a
we
bar.
Want to. It's just we don't want people to risk their lives to meet us and hang out, and we don't want to risk our lives to meet you right now. We just want everyone to be safe. We want to do this when everybody's safe and happy, and
yeah, we will. It'll be fun. We'll pick a spot. It'll be good.
And we'll have a hangout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, it's my turn.
Go ahead.
Hold on.
Dramatic pause.
Anytime now.
Hey, I have an email.
You want me to sing some more while we wait?
Please.
No.
Okay. This is from Beck. Hey, nerds. First off, when you guys talk about Yelena and Kate, you sound like horny teenage boys, and I love it. Talking about
That's how I feel.
That's how I feel
all the time.
It's not a bad thing. Talking about Doctor Who sent Tara from 0 to 100 so damn fast. It was so fast I didn't even know what was happening and had to go back because I thought I missed something. I just love how passionate you guys get about the things you love. I can get very passionate and overly excited about things sometimes, and 9 times out of 10, people either don't care or don't know what I'm talking about. So I just love that you guys have created this space where we can all nerd out about anything and receive no judgment. I stumbled across a podcast that really does have hosts that you can't tell apart. The first episode of The Gay Agenda dropped this week. It's from Most, the Netflix queer content collector. It's great so far. Queers interviewing other queers about queer things. It's hosted by Jasmine Savoy Brown and Liv Hewson, who I absolutely adore. And they sound the damn same. I really struggled. I now understand what everyone unable to tell Wendy and Tara apart feel like. Also, side note, Liv Hewson is in Yellow Jackets. I had no idea. I'm going to have to watch it now because I love them so much. So I didn't want to brag, but I have also listened to all of your episodes.
Woo! Thank you.
But now that I know I can call myself Sir Snop-a-lot, I'm gonna brag about it. It's gonna be on my non-existent business cards. Did you guys see the new Nerf guns? They're Boba Fett blaster. They look so cool. I think we all need to get one and have a massive snop war. I'm definitely getting one. I can't wait to hide and shoot my kids.
Oh my gosh.
Love you guys.
They are
back.
Really cool.
That is very nice.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the little nerfy things that you shoot out of it. I guess that's what that is.
Cartridges or
the cartridges.
Those are the bullets.
Mm-hmm.
I'd totally do that and have a Nerf fight.
So I looked these up. They're expensive.
The Nerf guns?
Yeah.
How much?
They're
what are we
like
talking here?
$100.
What? Whoa.
And let me find them again. But I think they're I don't think they're available yet. I think it's a pre-order situation.
You know what else is pre-ordering, which is also they have an Alien based on the movie Aliens Nerf gun, kind of similar. Because I'd seen it and I was thinking I need to get this for my friend. But right now, pre-order on toywiz.com is $499. So I don't know what's going on with these fancy Nerf guns prices, but yeah, there's another one, $109 on GameStop for the Boba Fett one.
Yeah, $109, and it's pre-order, and it's.
Yeah.
I think it said like it's going to be this item will be released on March 1st, 2023.
What is happening?
What?
It's over a year from now.
Huh.
But it does look cool.
It does look cool, but I'm not paying $100.
No, it's not $100 cool, but
I'd just be
wonder why
happy
it's
getting a
so
simple Nerf
expensive.
gun and having a Nerf.
oh yeah.
Oh, there's one from Predator. 4 Air Warriors Predator bolt action foam dart blaster.
So cool. Huh.
Nerf guns are
Alright.
getting real.
Yeah.
They're display worthy, you know.
Yeah, right? Don't touch it. It's too expensive.
Good looking
Don't
Nerf
shoot
gun
it.
right
Are you
there.
crazy?
You don't shoot a Nerf gun.
Get out of here, kid.
You can't take that out of the backs.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right, moving on.
Now I'm just
From-
looking at all the Nerf guns that are.
I know, I was looking at that too.
Guys, we're in the middle of something.
Sorry.
Come on
sorry,
back.
sorry, sorry.
Come on
Okay.
back.
Sorry, I'm back.
From Hildy. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Hildy. Hello and happy Nerd Year. Very true. It is
That's
Nerd
good.
Year.
That's
Nice. I like
Happy
that.
Nerd Year.
I
very
saw
good.
what you did there.
It was so fun to hear you nerd out over Hawkeye, Boba Fett, sorry, Bobby Fett, and
you.
Harry Potter on your last episode. I have also been watching The Wheel of Time, which is very good if you like the fantasy genre.
Mhm.
And if you like crime, Vigil is a thrilling
Oh,
miniseries you should
yes.
check out with
That looks-
Saran Jones, aka Gentleman Jack, and Rose Leslie from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that looks good. I've seen the
Vigil?
promo
I'll have to
for
look
that.
it up.
Yeah, it looks cool.
I understand your watch list must be very long. There is so much good TV in so little time. So true. Thank God Tara gives us such great summaries of Grays from time to time. It would take a lifetime to catch up by now, and the entertainment value of the recaps are top notch. And Hildy put a little picture of a wolf by that, a little wolf emoji
I
thing.
feel seen. Thank you, Hildy.
Keep on nerding, and I will be listening. Love, Hildy from Norway. Okay.
Yeah,
And then
Hildy.
Hildy raises the bar and says it's cold up here in the north, and the children made ice angels when we were skating with this really cool looking. I don't even know. Is that like an ice angel of the snow on top of frozen ice?
That's what it
Which
looks like.
Kind of
Looks
looks
like,
like,
yeah.
Which looks dangerous and fun and
Very
cool.
cold.
And then there's a picture, a beautiful picture of like
so
a
cool.
lake or a river or something with a boat and everything's iced up and there's
Mhm.
mountains and I guess snow or rock up there. But yeah, it's just like an iced up river and it looks so cool.
If
It
you
looks like
zoom
an
in,
artistic picture. Mhm.
There's a couple of kids on the ice behind the boat.
Oh, I see them now.
Wow.
But this picture looks like something. It just looks so cool. The frozen lake and the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like from Game of Thrones.
And then,
Hildy
like,
Hildy of the
chunks.
North.
Hills of the North. The chunks of ice just look amazing.
Yeah, it's so
Oh.
cool.
Yep.
It's like
I
another
would-
world.
Go to Norway in a heartbeat. I think that sounds
Mhm.
fun to go to Norway. I couldn't tell you what's exactly there, but it. Oh, the Northern Lights. So my friend Lori and I we
Hildy's
keep talking about
there.
wanting to go see the Northern Lights, and that's one of the places you can go see it. Oh my gosh, this
Put
town
it
is
on
adorable.
Put it on the globe.
Put it on the globe. Let's go to
Yeah.
Norway. That looks
Okay.
amazing.
See, Hildy, we're coming.
See the Northern
Right.
Lights. Oh yeah, I'd totally go to Norway. In fact, now I really want to go to Norway. Just looking at the pictures. Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's like New Zealand level beautiful that I'm seeing in some of these pictures. Wow. Okay. Thanks, Hildy, for making us again feel jealous of where someone else
Exactly.
lives.
Well done.
Oh, it's pretty. All right, I'll come back to
Right.
it. Look at the pictures now.
Okay. Well, I've got one from AK. It says, "Hail, Captain Caramel and the crew of the Snop. Since you asked, the stump in question is
Yes.
heretofore the oldest tree in LA, called the Encino Oak Tree or
Sure.
the Lang Oak.
Uh-huh.
I suppose it was relatively old at around 1,000 years, but now it's very, very dead. Not a big draw for me now, all things considered." Okay, so I looked. They also included a Wikipedia link to the Encino Oak Tree
Mm-hmm.
that I visited. That I went, and so
you didn't go to the tree. You went to the Wikipedia page.
not yet,
Oh.
but this tree stump happens to be
That's so sad.
very close to the hospital at which I work.
No.
Of course it is.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Well, I feel like we need a photo op.
I don't talk about this much where I work, but it's very close. Like I could go there at lunch.
We need a picture of you sitting on the stump. And that's all there is to
1,000
it.
years old.
I know. It's
Apparently,
so sad.
I was reading the Wikipedia page, and like during El Nino, like in the late 90s,
Yeah.
this tree fell over. And I guess the cops are trying to protect it. People are trying to take pieces of this tree.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because look, 1,000. It's crazy how old this tree was.
Mm.
And now the stump's there, but it's still kind of cool. The stump's there. 1,000 years old.
That's how much history we have in LA. There's a stump. We're very proud of our stump. That's all we got, people.
It's in the valley. How much history do we have in the valley?
How far is it from where Claire gets mugged and Clueless? It's actually far.
It's like more than 20 minutes. You
Yeah,
know how
forget it.
Claire's dad says everything in LA is 20 minutes. I always think of that quote whenever something in LA is actually 20 minutes apart. I think of that. His 20 minutes. Everything in LA. 20 minutes.
It's kind of true, actually.
It kind of is true, isn't it?
True.
It's weird.
It's like, yeah, it'll take about 20 minutes.
20 minutes. Yeah. But yeah, so I'm going to go visit the stump, AK. I'm going to go visit the stump. I'm going to take a picture with the stump.
You know what you should do? You put a snop sticker on the stump.
No, I feel like that's like defacing the
Oh,
stump.
it absolutely
Deface the
is.
stump.
Oh, you should still do it.
No, cat.
Think of all the free PR we could get.
No, I'm not
This
putting
is
this.
a major tourist attraction.
No, I will not.
All right,
Cat.
listen, I'm just trying to come up with ideas.
I'm
you know?
disappointed in you. My God.
All right. Well, it's just a stump.
You know what they're going to say? Who is this podcast that would deface this precious
No.
tree?
You're right. We'll put a why not sticker on it.
Yeah, give me that one. Oh, there's more in the email. Okay.
There is. Yeah, there's much more.
Oh, I like this part. AK goes on to say, and Tara's right. Palm trees aren't trees, technically.
What
But
are
then,
they?
technically, tomato is a fruit, and a banana is a berry, and roses don't have thorns. Technically isn't always helpful. What the hell?
What the hell?
Oh, wait, Captain Carmel.
Is that
Don't
a
be-
rant?
I guess. Don't be stirring that shit around the wrong side of the road again. Was the Roman precedent last year not enough for you? Don't be making me revisit that at you. Mad face, smiley face, emoji. Shibden, sure, sounds fun. I'm roughly about halfway between Neeks and Martina as it happens. Should ye snoplings fancy trawling up the country collecting snop darts to go on a snop pilgrimage to the ancestral home of the first recorded Great British Lesbian?
Hell yeah.
Okay, yeah, so Snop World Tour continues. Neeks, Martina, AK, all in the same area of the UK.
We're getting a van. We're coming to get
All
you.
right, Snop road trip. I mean, if we need to get a hold of some Shire horses and take the journey by dray in order to indulge you in fulfilling some weird American fantasy of ye old British life, I suppose that might be feasible. If you've got a spare month. Yes, and yes.
Yes to all of it.
Yes. Oops, sorry about the yellow jackets, Bex. Utterly inadvertent, I assure you. I feel like we're just conveying messages back and forth here
Yeah.
again. But I'm okay.
It's the snot message
Not
board.
message board. Yep, we're into that.
Absolutely.
Hurrah, T2 is back. Glad she's okay. And how splendid to hear from Rita. I'm glad you guys were all able to talk back
Connect.
to each other.
I'm glad you
Yeah.
can all connect.
Here you go. Still big in Portugal. Totally counts, even if they're a British person. Another member
count.
of
It
the
does
All
count.
Caught Up Club, which is totally now the Snop-a-Lot Club. Love it. How's that globe looking? Doctor Who, Doctor Who. Wow, this one's going all over the place. I've been waiting a long time for you to make good on this last bit of your magnificent earworm theme tune and talk about Doctor Who in all its queer glory. I mean, first Captain Jack, then Missy, then 13, now Phasmin. No spoilers for me till Tara's up to date, but yes, please, to Talking Queer Who. Tara, you're just going to have to give the other snaplings a serious crash course in modern era Who. Meanwhile, I'm going to be given a cashier crash course on classic era Who by a friend who was horrified to discover that my only real experience of classic era Who was Sylvester McCoy. Apparently, this is unacceptable and not to be born. to receive an education. 8 doctors, 1 weekend.
Whoa, that's a lot,
Wow.
right? That's a lot.
Wow. I love that Harry Potter segment. Wow. Woo, this is a lot.
You need a drink?
I'm going around the horn here.
Need a break?
I love that Harry Potter segment. What? I like hats and Harry Potter. Whilst I don't have the UK HBO. I find I don't feel like I need to see it now that I've heard it so magically described by you lot. Please don't imagine all those loquacious and lachrymose thespians are in any way representative of the average Brit. So the fanfic reading is going ahead. Bless Captain Caramel for looking over Tara's welfare. I can just see her as intimacy coordinator.
That's me.
Oh boy. So, boy, Captain Caramel, you're really gonna have your work cut out for you.
I'm ready.
So it's going to be a performance, eh, Tiger? Oh boy.
I hope that catches on.
Are you method? Oh, AK.
Oh my goodness.
The hashtag Slew Cruise minds will be entirely blown. Hashtag gay for Tara. Great episode, gang. Totally vintage snop. You class A Egypts.
Idiots.
Yeah. Idiots.
Doesn't sound like a compliment.
I don't know about, Idiots. Thank you for that. Ta-ta. AK.
Ta-ta. Ta-ta. Ta-ta.
Yes, attached what my live captioning thought you were singing at the end there. I can only assume it extrapolated based on what you'd just been talking about. Let's open the screenshot here.
Do you see what it says?
Oh, I have to zoom way in on that.
Yeah, it's kind of small. It's kind of on point.
It is totally on point here. Instead of
dirty
in the music in our opening where it says we like girls and nerdy things, it says we like girls and dirty things. Yeah, and that's exactly I think what another listener said, that it didn't someone else say that too, like that it told them that it said we like dirty things, and it was kind of like also pretty much right on.
It's not wrong.
The nose. Yeah. Well, there you have it.
There it is. Thanks, AK. That was
Thanks, AK.
Epic. I have a much shorter email from Shelby. No judgment here. Shelby says, just caught up on your final thoughts on Hawkeye and something stuck out to me. How long do you think Natasha spent looking for Yelena after the snap/blip? Same with Yelena looking for Natasha after she came back. What do y'all think? Thanks, Shelby. It's a good question.
It's kind of like they just recently reunited, so it's not. I mean, sure, she probably looked, but she was always also busy, like trying to save the world.
Yeah, because was she on? When was she back on, like, Earth to be looking? Natasha.
Yeah, good question. We'd have to look at the timeline.
Yeah, I'm very confused as to that whole.
It is a little confusing. Yeah.
And then Yelena.
Well, Yelena probably found out
told right away.
I think she
right?
found out right away. Yeah, that Natasha didn't make it, because I'm sure that was a big thing. Like everybody knew, so I'm sure she knew immediately. Just about.
Right.
Like I think
and
then that scene where she asked her friend, like, I've got to find Natasha, I think, and then just kind of linger on her face. I think that was like, okay, she's now just going to be told that Natasha's gone.
Right. That conversation is about to happen.
Mm-hmm. Then she gets all hell-bent on killing Clint.
But when Natasha, as far as her looking for Yelena, I would think that if she wanted to get a hold of Yelena, she could have done it very easily. Like, she would know how to get a hold of her. She probably tried for a couple of months or so. I don't know. It's a good question.
Yeah. And maybe who knows? Maybe someone told her one way or the other that she got blipped.
Who would she go to find out about Yelena? I guess they were all kind of friends again, like the fake parents and stuff.
Black Widows.
The other the mom. But who do we know if the mom or the dad we don't know. We don't know.
Oh, that's right. Oh, shit. I didn't think about them. Oh, shit. Good question.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll know. Maybe we'll get a little snippet.
Yeah.
In the future at some point.
So I'm sure she had some connection that could have filled her in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good question.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Shelby.
She definitely looked, but yeah. And then she was also like all the other Avengers had been blipped. So there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on.
All right. Our last email in the giant mail sack is from Jackie. How's it going, Jackie? Howdy, gang.
And
Let's just get
Buster.
And
Yes.
well, we're getting a Buster. Jeff definitely and Buster. Buster is also with us. Howdy, gang. Let's just get this out of the way. Tara, I'm sorry for any undue angst I may have caused you by bringing up Ellen wanting Greys to end. As just mere hours later, it was announced that they had been renewed. Maybe Ellen had some Machiavellian plan to reverse psychology everyone to get 20 seasons, where everyone will either be happily paired off or eaten by wolves. As it seems, there is no in between. Kat, after listening to one of your other 500 podcasts, you severely downplayed the hot mess that was your vacation. Driving across the 405, parking, plus colds equals no bueno, and I hope this year is off to a better start. Thanks to all of y'all for giving Buster some good boys. He was under the weather last week, and his tail started wagging when he heard his name. Hope y'all have a good week, Jackie and Buster.
Oh,
Buster has Snoopy bed, or she's just
so
blanket.
cute.
Oh my God, Buster.
Oh,
in a
good
park,
boy.
like going for a little
Such a
walk
good
and
boy.
riding in the car.
Buster. Oh my God, he's yawning.
Hi, Buster. If you can hear us, we love you.
Oh my
Buster.
God, he's yawning.
Buster, this is Tara. I love you the most.
He's so sweet.
I love you, Buster. You're such a
Look at
good boy.
Look at those eyes.
Look, he's such a good boy. Oh my goodness.
Handsome boy.
So handsome.
So now let's play because Jackie. We should describe these photos. Jackie,
That's
is-
true.
The first photo is Buster lounging on some Snoopy sheets or a blanket. It
Or
looks very
pillow.
cozy.
Like a
Yes.
bed. Yeah.
Yeah, a bed, maybe.
Very cute.
And then here's Buster out for a walk in the park.
Yawning.
He's yawning.
Very cute. Mid yawn. Mid yawn.
And then it looks like Buster and Jackie are in the car.
Mm-hmm.
So let's
for
try
a
to
little
guess
ride.
what kind of car Jackie has. Okay. So
Not a clue.
well,
Like
it's,
a
pretty, it's a nice one
SUV-ish type of
because
thing.
there's AC vents in the ceiling, which is really cool.
Ooh, like a RAV4 or something? Like some
Maybe.
kind of like SUV
I think
cross
it's more of I'm thinking
crossover?
like a larger SUV because it looks like the back seat is down, so Buster has that whole spot in the back, and Jackie has up one of those like dividers, so Buster
Yes.
can't jump into the front.
Right. Yep.
But then there's this is like a star design blanket. Is that a blanket behind Buster? There's a cool old vintage cooler. That's a really cool like old ice cooler on the left there.
Oh yeah, I see.
what it
That is nice.
Oh boy.
I think that's
Oh,
like
yeah,
a
and I have
Yeti.
no clue.
It could be a Yeti. Those are expensive.
Yeah,
Nice
those
job,
are- yeah.
Jackie. Or it could just
Jackie's
be
a
like
good dog parent. Like
She's-
Buster's well
Seems like the best.
like strapped in and has a
Yeah.
divider safety
secure.
first. Yep.
So, Jackie, I'm going to say this is a Pathfinder.
Ooh, nice guess.
That's my
nice
guess.
Yeah.
Anybody else have any guesses?
Not a clue.
I think that's a guess. I think that's a good guess. The square, like you know.
All right. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
little boxy,
Mm-hmm.
but in a good way. All right.
Not a clue.
All right. Car Corner has concluded.
I didn't know we were a car
That's
podcast.
the snop car talk.
Car Talk. Hey, guys. Welcome to Car Talk. What car are you driving today, Wendy?
Let's talk shop.
Wendy's not going to play Car Talk.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what though? Sometimes at work, when I'm flipping through TV, I find this show that's like a car auction. They bring out all these old cars
Oh,
and auction them
yeah.
off for a lot of money, and I actually kind of enjoy watching it. It's cool. Like some go for like $1 million, like these
Yeah.
really limited sport cars, and then there's some cool older cars that are just really
Amazing.
in good shape from the past. I think they're like 30,000 or something.
Yeah,
and
I've seen
they're
that
all
too.
shiny and it's pretty.
Very shiny.
What you got there, Jackie? What's under the hood? That you got a RAV4? What is that,
Raptor,
Pathfinder?
I don't know. It could be one of those
Subaru?
Explorers. Got an Explorer?
One of those Tiguans? What do you got there? Yeah, Ford Explorer?
Bronco? You got a
Buster.
Bronco? Bronco.
Buster. Oh, yeah, Bronco. Could be a Bronco. Buster. Buster, where are you? What are you riding in, boy?
Buster, you good boy.
You a good boy,
Is Buster a good boy?
You a good boy.
Cars and dogs.
You love you, Buster.
Oh, man. All right. Let's move on. Okay, guys. Bobby Fett. The Book of Bobby Fett. No. It's Boba Fett. Episode 3.
Wait, is that the one about the kid that can play chess?
That's him.
Oh, yeah.
Searching for Bobby Fett.
Yeah.
Jodie Foster. Amazing.
Wait, what?
Wait a minute.
That's not the same movie. Jodie Foster was like the kid, like, I like clipper ships, whatever. I forget this.
Isn't he searching
movie?
for Bobby Fischer?
No, that was a movie about the chess kid.
That's what we're talking about. Isn't that what we're talking about?
It was
Searching for Bobby Fett.
Come on now. It was Little Man Tate. It was the Jodie Foster movie.
Are you sure she's not searching for Bobby Fischer? Google. Research.
Googling.
I think she's in both of those movies.
I think you're incorrect with that. She is not in Searching for Bobby Fischer.
Did she direct it?
No.
Oh, is she related at all?
No, you're thinking of Little Man Tate. You're confusing Bobby Fischer and Little Man Tate.
Why do I think that she's in Searching for Bobby Fischer?
You're crazy, and she's not.
How dare you?
She is not.
Are
Laura
you
Letty's
sure?
in it.
No,
Ben
you're
Kingsley,
right.
Joan Allen, Lawrence Fishburne. A lot of people are.
Wow, great
None
cast.
of them named Jodie Foster. Unless she had some random cameo that's not listed on IMDb. You are confusing it with Little Man Tate.
I need to go to the correction cabin.
Mm-hmm. She should have never left.
I apologize.
Gone to the cabin.
By the way, Disney has Norway vacation trips. Disney, you can take Disney trips to Norway.
Mm. Wait, is
Good.
Elsa there?
That's probably.
Oh,
why.
I bet they work her in somehow. Anyway, back to the Bobby Fett.
So let's talk about Bobby Fett.
The book of Bobby Fett.
Episode 3. I forget what's the name of this.
The Streets
chapter?
of Mos Espa. What?
Is that the
What's the name of the
chapter
what? Oh, the
chapter?
Streets of Mos
Nice.
Espa, Chapter 3.
Look at you, prepared.
Well, it's right in front of my face, and I'm prepared. And I've seen it listed a lot because a lot of people have been talking about this episode.
It's true.
There's some things.
Well,
about
the
this
first thing
episode.
that I realized we didn't talk about it when we talked about episode 2 was the dark Chewie, the bounty hunter,
yeah.
gladiator, Wookiee, badass.
He was intimidating.
He was.
Yeah.
And he shows up again in this episode too.
What was his name? He's got a name. He's from comics, so
Yeah,
he's
exactly. He's got a cool name.
Kersanton. I don't know how you say it. His nickname is Santi BK. He's got some nicknames, but Black Kersanton. I don't know how you say it. It's a Wookiee name. That's how you say it.
There you go. Just call him Bad Chewie. He's
Bad Chewie. He's Bad Chewie, or he was, or was he just doing his job?
Fair enough. I hope we see him again.
Well,
I thought maybe he was going to
bet we
work
do.
for Bobby.
I bet we do. Well, this episode, I saw a lot of talk. I mean,
Yes.
there's a lot going on. I don't have necessarily a whole synopsis
Right.
of the episode, but there were a lot of things that popped up. Tara, have you seen it now?
No,
Okay.
Oh,
well, you're
no.
gonna get
I didn't do
spoiled.
my homework.
Are you going to get
You're gonna
you
get
mind if you
spoiled here.
spoiled?
No, just spoil me.
Okay.
Okay. So there's a lot of things going on. I think number one, okay, so part of the big story on this is Stephen Root, no relation to Root from Person of Interest, but
Thank
I
you
do
for
like
clarifying.
Stephen Root is a great character actor. He comes in, he's like a water dealer who sells watermonger. And I read some other backstory on this, like the Dune Sea of Tatooine used to be sea. Like there's water, I guess, is can be hard to come by. And like even moisture evaporator, like they got to get their water somehow in Tatooine.
Mm-hmm.
It's an industry, you know? And he says some punk kids have stolen my water. So Boba Fett goes out and tracks down these punk kids who all look kind of like, you know, you don't see gangs of teens in Star Wars, but here we are.
Not usually.
And they're saying, hey, he sells them for too much. He jacks up the prices of the water. It ain't fair. We can't afford water. As you see later, they can afford very pretty, shiny scooters, one each, but they can't afford water. So Root comes out, or Stephen Root, or whatever his name is, the watermonger comes out, and he's like, yeah, you sold my water. And he's Boba Fett's all, you're overcharging for your water. Here, take $500 dollars or whatever they call their money.
Credits.
500 credits. That'll be good enough for you. And the kids, like, well, you don't have a job. We got to steal water. We don't have jobs. So like, well, then you can come work for me. I hope you can fight. Luckily, they all can. So they go with Boba Fett. All right, we'll go work for this Boba Fett, who's the new diorama. What do they call him? It's a word I don't. Diorama? I've never really heard.
Diaphragm.
He's the new diaphragm.
Oh no.
Diome,
something like that. So they go work for him, and luckily they do because bad Chewie comes and lifts him out of his Bacta tank where he's reminiscing about the past, and they have this big old fight where he's like shiny, half-naked, slippery Boba Fett fighting a big dark Wookiee.
It was interesting.
And the kids show up, and they can fight to some extent, so they're fighting, blah, blah, blah. And
where the hell was Fennec during this fight?
He showed up later, and
at the end.
Yeah, at the end. But the kids, I digress with the kids, because later, because I got to Dark Chewie, but later the big thing with the kids, I feel like one of the things I've seen talked about, they're bright multicolored scooters.
The Vespas
that look like Vespas. And later there's this chase because and there's somebody was telling Boba like nobody respects you. And I think the Monger tells him that. But at some point they go to see the mayor of Mos Espa and to confront him, and he's not there, but the little slimy assistant guy's there, and he like sneaks out the back.
Right.
And a chase starts.
Right.
And I saw people complaining that it was a slow chase. It wasn't very exciting. Slow speed chase. But you know what? Here's my take on that. I think it was supposed to be. It was almost funny. It was like some goober dude driving what I pictured as a big boat-sized Cadillac, like back in the day. Yeah. Like a big old Cadillac. And he's not some badass guy. He's like a slimy, do he's got to survive guy.
He's a stooge.
He's a stooge driving a big Cadillac being chased by 4 teens on Vespas. So I think the point, and they're like, he's running into fruit carts and they're crashing through what was a Ralph McQuarrie painting of Jabba's palace.
So funny.
So I think it's supposed to be like a funny, slow speed chase. Like picture a Cadillac being chased by scooters and you have this chase. People are like, it was so slow and it was blah, blah, blah. But I think it was supposed to be a comical chase, not a legit high speed, high energy chase.
Right.
Did you get that feeling? I mean, it felt slow, but I think it was supposed to feel slow.
I feel like it was supposed to be, but they should have leaned into it a bit more of the silliness of it.
Silliness. Yeah, that might have helped.
People were confused.
Right.
And also, I mean, I think also, like you, Wendy, I've noticed a lot of people complaining about the Vespa kids. I think it's because their stuff is so shiny and new, and nothing in Star Wars is shiny and new. Yeah, it's out of place.
And I feel like if they're out of job street kids that have to steal water, what are they doing with these? Like making them at least give them scooters, but they could have looked a little rougher,
a little banged up.
Instead, they look like kind of stylish kids with shiny scooters. It's like, do they really need to steal the water because they don't have jobs, or are they just punks that are stealing water?
Totally.
Because they did not look like they were hard up for stuff. And I mean, they might be cool. I mean, they helped him out. They're kind of like, okay, we'll work for you. Cool. And they come and help fight a big Wookiee for him. So
yeah, we'll see. We'll see where we go with these kids. But
I didn't love them, but
no, I didn't either. But it didn't I wasn't like pissed about it.
No,
some people.
We're 3 in. I'm still waiting to see where it goes. And I think one of the things the show is doing now, you can't just throw in really cool references to everything throughout Star Wars, but not have it be a good show in addition. Like, just throwing in cool things for people to say, hey, that's from this, that's from this, that's from this. That's only going to go so far. It's got to still be enjoyable to watch, which to me, it's still, to a point, it's not as exciting or interesting as Mando to me yet. I mean, but I like it. Mm-hmm. And by the way, the Drash, the main female biker, is Sophie Thatcher from Yellow Jackets. So
oh my
there's
god,
a Yellow Jacket connection there.
Everywhere. Interesting.
But they do throw in a lot of cool references to like the Witches of Dathomir from the Clone Wars. I didn't realize the Pikes, that syndicate, the Pikes or whatever, they were in Solo. There was at least one of the Pikes.
I didn't realize that either.
I didn't either. I mean, so they're pulling things from a lot. Like,
It's great.
A lot of the Star Wars world. I think we're going to see even more of. You look if you Google Easter egg. Now, I love Star Wars, and you do too. But I just am not as up on every single alien or character that's ever been in every comic or whatever. So
Yeah,
there's
me
a
neither.
lot of throwbacks. I mean, you had Omar Monk, that little spider guy. It's like the creature itself is in that bowl, and it's like a robot spider body that carries it around.
Yeah, it's like its brain is in the
right.
bowl.
The brain's in the bowl. You got that frog thing that eats insects and burps from Return of the Jedi. So they're throwing a lot of
Classic.
things from different, which is cool, and it's all these different groups, crime syndicates. There's a lot of information about like, well, when Jabba went out of power and all these different groups, and
as long as it doesn't get too bogged down with this
right,
stuff.
that's
as
what
long
I'm
as it's
thinking.
There's still a good story going on, and so far it's a good story. I think the two biggest, aside from the Vespa gang, the two biggest revelations or two things that happen is we find out what happens to the poor sand people.
Oh yeah, that was rough.
Sorry, Tara, it's not good.
No.
So they made us love these people, and then something bad really happens to them, and that's sad. It's like, why do we have to? Why can't they just? What does that get us besides him going off on his own? Couldn't they have found a different way to do that without killing all these people? Anyway,
Hey, it's a brutal time. It's a brutal time.
And then the Rancor, which is really fun.
He gets a gift from the Hut twins.
The weirdo Hut twins.
Like, they kind of show up after Dark Chewie has this fight. And they're like, sorry about that, our bad. Which I don't understand why they just showed up to apologize, like kind of right after it happens.
Yeah.
But wait, and I need to rewatch it. I think I'm going to rewatch from the beginning. Because now that these different groups are coming out, I just want to like kind of rewatch everything. But
Right.
So I think after the fight, is that when they go to the mayors to say, hey, what's going on with this? And then the Huts show up and they're like, sorry, our bad.
Yes.
Here's a gift. You need a new Rancor. And who brings the rank? Who is the Rancor keeper, Kat?
That would be Danny Trejo.
LA's beloved Danny Trejo, who
the
is
best-
beloved in this town, I've learned.
The best cameo ever. And of course,
Friend
it's
of Robert Rodriguez.
I was going to say it's Robert Rodriguez. So
Machete.
we should have known he was going to show up somewhere, but like,
Did not
I mean,
expect it. I didn't even think about it till just right now.
he looks grizzled enough to be a Rancor trainer.
And he rides up on the little platform carrying the Rancor. And it's like, oh my
That's
God. And
very
I
cool.
think I'd already seen it. I wish I hadn't, but it was pretty
Sure.
funny seeing Danny Trejo
So
right
it's
up
like, oh, that's great.
with a Rancor. But the fun part is then they take the Rancor and then Dark Chewie, who had the fight with Boba Fett. Boba Fett, you think, are they going to kill him? What are they going to do with him? He's like, hey, no hard feelings. It's just business. I just say, hey, don't work for punks like the Huts. Work for better people. Good luck to you. He sends him on his way. So he's a fair case. Like, he gets it. I was a bounty hunter. I did that stuff for money. You were just doing it for money. Go on, live your life. I can't imagine that won't come back to help him at some point because he let him live. But
I hope he does. I hope he shows up again.
and then they take the Rancor down to the Rancor pit, and Boba Fett decides, oh, he's a good little Rancor. I want to be his friend and get to know him and ride him and
Bobby's in love.
He is in love with the Rancor.
Actually, a
it.
love story.
It is.
It kind of is. It kind of is. And
We didn't know it.
He's like petting him, and it's like, oh, good boy. He's
boy.
like, he's befriending the Rancor, and then like they're trying to, can you help me train him? And so like he's saying, stand in front, like kind of like so he connects with him, I guess, like him in the eyes. So and he does make a reference to I've ridden creatures 10 times this size, which is a reference to the Christmas special where
That's
the cartoon
right.
he's riding a big dinosaur looking thing.
So now the Christmas special is officially canon.
There you go.
Thank you.
Brings it all in.
Thank you. Boba.
So it's interesting to see him like, he's a compassionate guy and I read it's supposed to be like a baby Rancor. It's like a young Rancor that you can train, and you can train it to be evil and eat your enemies, or you can train it to be your friend and maybe both. You take it on rides. There was, I think in one of the cartoons animated series of Star Wars, I think someone rode a Rancor. So they've been ridden before. But he's very gentle with the Rancor. It's another side of Boba Fett.
It's nice. He's a well-rounded character.
Yeah, and I do think that's
he's very sensitive.
Some people don't like seeing the softer side of Boba Fett. They just want a mysterious Boba Fett. But you know what? This is part of what you get when you expand on a character that basically was seen in just a tiny fraction of the original films.
Yeah, exactly.
And you got to figure out who is this guy. I mean, I feel like they're probably deciding. I mean, it's Tamir Morrison, who's just like tough and badass. Just he idols a tough, badass kind of guy. So you can allow him to be kind of goofy, kind of gentle, because at his core, he's a tough guy. Yeah. So, yeah, you already know that, but you can show these other sides, and so it's an interesting take on Boba Fett. It's awful. I'm curious to see more Jennifer Beals. I hope we get her back next time.
I certainly hope so.
More reminiscing about what all he did after his Tusken Raider friends,
and give Fennec something else to do.
Yeah, let's see more Fennec besides just throwing little one-liners at her boss.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I want to see a little more Fennec doing some stuff, and
yes,
don't take away her time with this gang of Power Ranger kids that join the. You know, I would have gone another way. I don't know where they're going. It's an interesting thing. This gang of kids that just comes to work. He's kind of building his team.
Right.
He's trying to earn respect in this town that he's taking over. You got a shady mayor. You got all these characters. I'm sure at some point we're going to start pulling some of this together. So it's Star Wars. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going to bitch about it. There's some things that maybe I don't get why they did, but I'm not going to hate the show because of it or stop watching.
No, I'm good. I'm into it.
Yeah, me too. And Ming Na's in there. Who knows else is gonna show up as a cameo or a storyline? I feel like I need to look up Easter eggs each week because they are throwing in some pretty interesting stuff.
Yeah, you have to.
And I like that they're pulling all the Star Wars worlds together a little bit. So
it's fun. It's a fun show.
Yeah, it is fun.
You know what else is a fun show?
You've just been waiting to get.
You had that in the back of your mind this whole time.
What's another fun show, Tara?
Well, it's a show that's so fun. It's coming back for its 19th season.
Good Lord, 19th.
It's a little indie show called Grey's Anatomy.
Oh yeah, that Wolf's part was funny.
The little show that
was fun.
A little show that could. A little show about a girl named Meredith Grey, who's
I'm
an
glad
intern.
they're giving it a chance, and they didn't just stop it after 18. They're like, no, let's see where this is going. We'll give it one more year to try to catch on with the public.
Yeah, they might get their stuff together.
It's really, it's a grassroots effort by the fans.
Yeah, I'm sure.
They got it back for a 19th season. And Ellen Pompeo's going to be back as well, reprising her role as Meredith Grey.
Excellent.
Very excited about this.
Are you?
Yes.
Okay.
Very.
I would have never guessed.
Where were you when you found out that 19 was a go?
I was, on my way home from work because I hadn't, I myself, I don't know if you're familiar with the show, but the show is set in a hospital.
Oh, okay.
Meredith Grey plays a doctor.
Interesting. Okay.
And I also work in a hospital. So I have been working in a hospital
You do?
all day. So I had not had a chance to check our Snop thruple thread. So I had not heard the news because Wendy, I think, had posted it on there. So I was actually on my way home and I was speaking with Wendy on the phone. She's like, "Oh, did you hear about Grey's?" And I was like, "No."
Yeah.
And I was like, what's that about?
That's a little bit of an ominous text.
Yeah,
right.
What the hell does that mean?
Sorry about
that. And it was just right after, all these reports about, Ellen Pompeo coming out and being like, oh, the comments about, I don't know why it's still on. And everyone I try to get people to end the show and they keep telling me. I'm like, oh, Ellen. And then everyone blows
big
up.
Check.
Yeah. Like, whatever. She's coming back.
Of course.
Yeah. It's like she's done the show for 18 years. She can say whatever she wants to say. And then I was told the news and I squealed with joy.
Oh, that's good.
And yes, I'm very happy. And so it was kind of a surprise, I guess. They didn't expect it to be announced so early. So it was like, surprise, Grey's coming back for a 19th season. Because they don't usually announce it this early. They make you wait.
Yeah, you're like halfway through the season, right?
Yeah, and they're not coming back. They have this really long, extended hiatus. Yeah, they haven't had, the last episode was like mid-December. And now they're
break.
Not coming back for February 24th. So, they made, I don't know if that's why, maybe they were like, let's give them something. So, but yeah, they're back. I'm very excited. So
congratulations, Tara.
I'm just walking on cloud 9 here.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So at the hospital that you work in, how many wolves are there?
Well, the wolves aren't actually, they're not like in a pack. Even at Graceland Memorial, they're not like in a pack, like surrounding the hospital itself.
Oh, okay.
They're in the woods, but I mean, things happen that get you to the woods, So like the crazy things, or there's just things, people wander into the hospital and all those crazy things, or like there's a flood and then you won't go into the basement and you get electrocuted.
Right.
Or like the hospital computers get hacked.
Oh no.
And they turn the heat way up and then everyone's having heat strokes.
Wait, I'm sorry. Are these all plot points from the show?
Yes. So there's lots of different things. And so it's not like there's just like a pack of wolves roaming the hallways. It's, the wolves are even just a metaphor for all the other horrible things that can happen inside the hospital. But the wolves do exist. But, things push you outside the walls of the hospital to get you there.
Can I guess what happened during the hacking episode? Was there a malfunction with the elevators?
The hacking episode?
Yeah, where somebody hacked into the hospital and they turned up the heat. Did they also disconnect the elevator so somebody was falling in the elevator and almost hit the bottom?
I don't think anyone there. No, I don't think there was a.
Come on!
But they did make all the machines not work. So none of the breathing machines worked. None of the, people were just. Beep.
Got it.
They had none of the life support machines worked. They're having to do the manual breathing.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. They didn't have enough people.
Okay.
No.
I have questions too.
Yes.
So no, these are sincere questions. So they've been dealing with COVID on the show, right?
Yes, they spent all last season.
Are they still doing it? Or
they are not.
They pretending it's over?
They're pretending it's over, but at the end of each episode, they have a very good disclaimer that says,
cool.
Yeah, that says, on this show, basically, we have. I wish I could say exactly what it is because it's very well put. Basically, the show is now living in basically a post-COVID fantasy world that we are all currently working towards, and we'll never get there unless you get vaccinated. Here, this is where you get vaccinated.
Okay,
but cool. That's where why this is being portrayed this way. So, but they still reference it on the show. But
interesting. They're just doing where they don't have to walk around with masks all the time. That's where they've gotten to. So they
exactly. Yeah,
I don't blame them.
But they spent all season 17 was all COVID. So
got it.
So now that Ellen Pompeo is always kind of like, oh, we shouldn't come back, but she keeps coming back. Have you noticed over the years, has her screen time decreased at all? It's kind of like, I'm coming back, but I want to have more time off so other characters get bigger storylines, or is she pretty much prominent number one?
The main focus.
I didn't realize that last year, definitely during the COVID year, she had less screen time.
Well, she was in that bed the whole time, wasn't she?
Yeah, she had COVID.
Yeah.
She and a lot of the other characters had the main source, which I'm totally fine with. I'm fine if she wants to have less time on the show.
Yeah, because the other characters gotten to be where people love them too. So it's not like it takes away as much as long as she's there at some point, I'm
fine if she wants to step away from it a little bit. In fact, and she has that the COVID season, absolutely. She was on it less. I mean, she had again more of I'd say even maybe she was on the show 20%, more of the beach cameos with the other returning characters. And then the rest of the time it was just her in the bed. And then all the other characters had their revolving stories. And then even this year, part of the storyline is half the time she's in Minnesota with Peter Gallagher's character, trying to find a cure for his MS. And, her and Amelia are in Minnesota, and even Amelia is getting more screen time there, and Meredith has a love interest with another character that was on the show on one episode 4 seasons ago, but it's really good anyway. And then she has another love interest. It's very good. She's doing really well in the love department right now. She's got some options. Good for her. And yeah, it's just fun to watch. But she's not, I would not say it's like she is the focus. It doesn't feel like she's, like, I don't miss her in a way that's like, I can't believe they're not featuring her. They need more Meredith, because they've done so well at making you love or love hate, like, for instance, Owen, enough of the other characters that you're involved enough with everybody else that to me, I mean, I know there's plenty of people out there that are like, we don't, let it be over, whatever. But you know what? Then just freaking stop watching it. Just let it be over. Have it be over for you. Don't watch it. There's obviously plenty of people still watching it that love it. So shut up. But I enjoy it plenty. I think she's on it just enough. She still does all the opening little intro monologue things and the outros. And sometimes they'll have other people do it for fun. And, I enjoy, I feel like it's quality time when she's on it, and they have plenty of stories that still revolve completely around her. And yeah, but I feel like she's definitely cut back on her time on the show. And it feels the way they have done it, I think it's been really smart and felt natural and hasn't felt forced. And I feel like she's completely entitled to that. And I feel if they do more with that, I wouldn't feel even if they said her character just said, hey, you know what? I love my job. I want to spend more time with my kids at home. And then it was just like she stayed home more with her kids, but she still had her job and she only came in part-time. And then you just saw her at home more, but you saw Amelia more at work. It just would make perfect sense to me if she was just at the hospital less, but she was still popping in and she was on half the episodes. Okay. That would make total sense to me. It wouldn't bother me at all. I still think that they have plenty of stories to tell because, I mean, even though some of the stories seem completely outlandish, and they are, I mean, I can't tell you that many of these things have happened at the hospital that I work at, but a lot of crazy things have, like, you wouldn't believe some of the things that go on. And,
can you tell us about them? Name names?
Probably not allowed to speak about some things, but yeah, but it is like a shit show a lot of the times. And yeah, I enjoy it. If you don't like it, don't watch it.
Well, congratulations on season 19.
Thank you.
Well,
I'm very, very happy about this.
That's great. We're happy for you.
I enjoyed breaking the news.
It's my safe space, my home. And now I know of a tree that I'm going to go visit, a tree stump.
You're going to go hug that tree stump?
Near my hospital.
You can just put your name in it. You can just scratch your name
in it.
No,
cats. God, what's wrong with you?
Don't deface the tree. Don't listen to her. Don't deface the tree.
I'm just going to put Anne's sticker on it. Okay, maybe I'll put Anne's name in there. And I'm going to call the police. And I'm going to run.
That's good. I like that plan.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's it. I think we've done enough damage for one day.
Yeah. I can't believe we're already over halfway through January. We're rolling right along.
Brutal.
Like, by the way, just a note, this comes out on Tuesday. Yesterday, if you're listening on Tuesday, yesterday was the big Betty White day, where it was her birthday, where she would have been 100. And there was a big movement to get people to donate to animal shelters in the name of Betty White, because she loved animals, and just in honor of her, donate to animal shelters. Granted, that day has passed, but I'm just saying, as someone who works in animal rescue, they'll still take your money because they still need it for the little dogs and little cats. So if you missed it yesterday or a couple days ago, whenever you're listening, on December 17th was the day, you can still give in honor of Betty White. It doesn't have to just be one day. It could be any day.
And Wendy, as someone who works in that field, I'm guessing every little bit helps, right?
Oh,
so even if it's $5, it'll make a difference.
And that's the push right now. The push for the Betty White Challenge was $5. And if, everybody gets $5, that's a huge amount of money. I mean, you can get more, but yeah, any little bit adds up. I mean, $5 gets you some cat food, some toys for the kitty. Every little bit helps. And, rescue groups depend on donations and adoption fees, and they do all the medical and, all the care for the kitties. And there's, it costs a lot to take care of adoptable kitties till they get their homes. So, or doggies or whoever. So, if you didn't do it yesterday, you can still do it. Or the 17th. If you didn't do the 17th, you can still donate. And help some animals in honor of Betty White.
Awesome. It's a good reason to do it, other than wanting to help the little animals.
There you go.
Do it
there you
for
go.
Betty.
As obviously the Snop is a fan of pets and animals. So,
Yes.
thank you for your time.
And
What?
Why don't you take us out, Wendy?
Me?
How do people reach us?
I didn't know I was first. All right. On the Twitter at Snop Podcast with 1D.
or on Instagram and Facebook at She Nerds Out Podcast.
If you want to send us a message of some kind, you can do that in a couple of different ways. There's the Gmail account, which is shenerdsout@gmail.com. Go to our website, shenerdsout.com. You can send us a voicemail. You can leave us a message. You could buy us a beer. You can catch up on old episodes. You will eventually be looking at some brand new merch coming soon. Coming soon. You can also send us an email to that post office box I named before.
Yeah. Rewind for the address.
No, let me do it again.
Can you remember it again? Can you do that again?
I got to memorize it.
Put a sign up
I should post it. You're right.
in front of your
little
face.
post-it note like on our computers.
That'd be smart. Well, let me tell you guys. Hold on. Get past all these Cooper pictures.
Oh, is Cooper there?
No, well, he's in the other room. I have him
Okay.
on my little camera. I can watch. I'm spying on my
Doggy
dog.
cam.
If you want to send us a piece of actual mail, you can send that to Snop, P.O. Box 6732, Burbank, California, 91505.
All right. Awesome.
Yeah. All right. Well, on that note, by the way, if you want to see some video of me over the last 2 weeks, go watch the SNL, Saturday Night Live. Ariana DeBose was the host, and Kate McKinnon comes out and joins her for a West Side Story medley at the top. You can find it on YouTube. Let's just say when they get to singing America from West Side Story, watch Kate McKinnon, and you'll see exactly what I've been doing since I saw the movie.
Do the clap. Oh, it's not even picking it up.
It's not. You're
What?
peeking.
You're too fast.
Go far. Maybe
Go
farther
far
from the
away.
mic. There you go. Doesn't like it.
Clapping not showing up.
Zoom doesn't like it.
Weird.
Zoom thinks it's
Anyway.
noise that you don't want people to hear.
Go check it out. It's very funny. The movie's great. And they're
Do the
opening monologue with-
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
So yeah, I've been singing that and clapping that nonstop. So you can see me
It's
in the
your
body
head.
embodied by Kate
Girl.
McKinnon.
What is it? What? Who? What? Where? Where?
Which one? Where? Who? What mirror? What? What's that particular in the mirror there? Yeah. Oh wow! Wow. Hey, I'm hearing Cat clap.
Oh,
Anyway, why am I hearing you? Anyway, all right, we're just rambling now. So I don't hear Tara though.
weird.
Science.
Sorry.
All right. Well, on that note, in honor of Boba Fett, she nerds out.
Out.
She nerds out. We're girls that like nerdy things.